Hello, everybody. I know that there's nobody here because it just started, but, you know, I have to say hello. I'm polite like that. But yeah, this is the Minecraft stream instead of Dead by Daylight. Can you believe that? Bet you can't. Because why in the world would I be playing or not Dead by Daylight? Why in the world would I be playing Minecraft? Oh, son of a bitch! Essentials updating. All right. Oh, is it all working? What's annoying comparing like streaming to just normal regular old recording, yeah, I had to make certain that everything was working properly. What's annoying between doing regular old streaming or just recording a video is that you have to, like, it's much harder to actually make sure that everything is working properly until you've actually just started a stream. I guess I could make an unlisted stream first and then just transfer that over into a new one and get rid of that off my screen. But like in recording, I would just do a quick little test recording, run around in a circle, punch things, and make sure all the audios is working properly. With this one, it's a bit harder. But today what we're gonna do, like all of these little singular spruce logs, I'm gonna turn into trees, sort of like these ones, but hopefully a little bit better. And then over on this side, we need to do a bit more of a creepier looking tree. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So if I go back into this place, my little storage room. Do I have? I do actually have a lot of leaves still. And then I need more spruce. Now that is the surprising part of this for me, at least. I guess I gotta get. I guess more logs. Actually, do I have any spruce logs in my spruce box? Okay, yeah, no, we're good. I'm a fool. Oh, and I'm even more of a fool because I'm still using the default TV thing. And I just turned it off entirely. Oh, well, there it is. That works. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Alright. I need more leaves than this. Let's get two more things of azalea and two more things of birch. This might not even be enough for what I'm gonna be doing right now. And I guess just for the convenience of it, I'll also grab some of these. And I'll make more slabs. Perfect. Alright. So I'm not very good at building trees, obviously. Like, the two that are up here, the most I've actually attempted to make a tree, other than the tree in Coopcraft Season 1. Yeah, that was the last time I actively tried building a tree, and it was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. But now I've got this. Like, this is the sort of vibe of a tree I wanted to go for, but it doesn't look the best, but I don't exactly know how I would improve on them. I'm just not that good at making trees, so I don't have the experience to do it yet. But, I guess I should probably, instead of actually making the trees right now, I should build out, like, the actual log part of the tree and do the leaves later. But I want this one to kind of overhang a good bit, so... And this is not right. There we go. And then what we can do is then just make sure that that's the way I've kind of done them already. Not really. These are all very short trees, and this one is going to be a bit taller. But I think this is kind of as high as I want it to go, so we can do this then. Doing it like this, though, it'll make it so that way you can't really walk down this pathway as easily, but I think it'll look really nice by just, like, having this hang over on this path, and then maybe having this one also do it on the other way would give this a really nice entrance point sort of thing. Maybe also, nah, that's too high. The problem is that I feel like this is going to be a bit too one-sided, but I don't really know. I guess, yeah, I could just do it like that, and then... Actually, if I do this... Yeah, that can work, that can work. And then I want this tree to kind of mirror this. I kind of want it to go over like that. But maybe this one can go up another block or so, so I can also get another branch that goes like there. Yeah. Yeah. Does this work? This one needs to be half a block up. There we go. Is my music turned down in the game? Yes. This, I think, does kind of work. We'll have to wait and... How did you get up here? Is there a frickin'... He didn't come out of either of those, did he? Is there something on top of Autumn's house? He came all the way from that mushroom? Are you kidding me? Oh, flower, feather. Thank you, Jam. That's an animal product, and of course that's gunpowder. Sorry about that. Sometimes I have to tab out for very specific little things. I feel like those two might be good. I need to do the leaves. I was going to just do all of the stems, but I think the leaves are kind of needed right now. Which, of course, I have all the leaves on me, but... Let's start this. I want there to be a clear thing of separation between these two. So how many blocks do we got? We got 3 blocks. All right. I do not want to be using the mulcher. I want to use that one. There we go. So I need there to be like one... there's going to be like a 1 block gap between these two. So, we just kind of visualize that a little bit. Let's keep making some tree. One like that, and there. I want like the birch leaves to be sort of like the interior leaves. Like these are the darker leaves that are on the inside of it, and then the brighter, a bit paler azalea ones are... Yeah, so this will actually be better if there's just nothing there. Give it a little bit of air. Does that look fine? Yeah, that looks fine. Actually, we put those there and then cover them up with this. I mean, yeah, it's gonna look a bit more full out this way, and maybe this should go down that. Nah, that looks a bit weird. What if I get rid of this top one? What if I do that? That doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look bad from this angle, too. Like, it doesn't look all too bad looking at my house. And it does obscure a good bit of sporks, so... Or at least it covers up this blank area back here. But now I'm thinking that there should be another tree that's like back here, but this one takes up a lot of it because it's a larger tree. Whatever. But that is a good... And it does fill the space of it which is kind of what we wanted. We want it to block off this amount of the space. So I think we now work on doing this part, doing this tree. This part here needs to be one block closer, actually. So we do this, and then we do that. Yeah, that does do a lot better there. And we can put in a little bit more like that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, this works. This works. Actually, maybe I turn these ones into just birch. Because Autumn's house got a very different vibe than this one. Even though I did include a bunch of the pale oak leaves on my house. I should get some pale hanging moss. That's what I should do. I should put some pale hanging moss in like some of those to mimic the glow vines. That is something I definitely should do. Let's see. Do I like this sort of vibe here? I think I do. This one is much more dense than this one is, but it kind of works. Because, like, yeah, this is a much more dense tree here. And I can use more birch on this side here. Let's not keep going that way, because... yeah. I really hope that the shelf mushroom is super flat accessible, because if it is, then I can easily just go and like slap it onto some of the trees that are going to be going on like this little section here, to show how like the mushrooms are kind of taking a bit more of it. But I need to sleep because I don't want another creeper to walk up on me. let's just go all the way around. You know, the underside of this area isn't looking the worst either, which is nice. That is something that I'm happy with. Ooh. That shape is not very good from that angle, and it probably won't be... Well, because of the angles that you can see these things at like expected sightlines, they'll... Where the hell is this guy burning? Anyways, but yeah, like, this is... More so, like, this is an angle that is kind of expected to be nice, because this is from Autumn's porch. And, like, I think there's also a window up there. Yeah, this needs to be better. Yeah. Maybe like that? Maybe that'll fix it? Nope, made it worse. I'm thinking it might just be this block right there. That might be it. Let's just do that as well, see if that does it. Yeah, I think it was because of, like, how this thing was set up. But maybe we can, instead of removing more, we can just add. No, that's... Maybe like this? Maybe? And we can add some more verticality there. I mean, that spot isn't as bad now, but that spot is a bit weird. But it could also just be because there isn't anything else going on that way. Because it is just, this is like the last thing, and then you get the void. Because, like, there's no terrain that way. There's nothing there. You know, if I stand, like, right about here-ish, this does look very cozy. Except, like, obviously there should be leaves there. I guess let's just keep on trucking on, and hopefully we get something. It's hard to live narrate while you're just kind of building trees, because you also have to, like, think about how you want to place each block. So it does get a bit weird. Yeah, that looks good. I actually quite like that. We need to add the more that tucks that in, because this is just kind of hanging there. But I like... Hang on, I need to check from... Porch views, that's pretty fine. Yeah, that's fine. From all views, it looks fine right now. We just need to attach the rest of the... We need to do this. which isn't actually going to be that difficult because it is just... There we go. Don't even think we need this one. Ow. But yeah, that covers all of that. Actually, we will be seeing... We won't be seeing it much, but yeah, we do need it to be over here, and that looks fine. This tree is also kind of looking okay, but it definitely... It has a bald spot, and I need to worry about how it looks from inside my house. Which ain't good. So let's continue this. And yeah, then we can leave that open like that. Actually, this one should be a birch leaf, and then I can do it on top of this. Figured I may as well just open it up to LAN. Well, not even LAN, it's essential, so... Alright. That is a pretty alright tree. Let me... God damn it. There we go. Ooh, it actually needs a bit more inside of it. Let's do this. Yeah? Yeah, in there we need a little bit more, just to sort of cover that spot up. This area looks a bit like it's thinning hair, essentially. I do like this, so I'm gonna leave it like that, where I can see a majority of it, but like right there I needed some. That needs a bit more droopiness over here. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. No, I definitely needed that there. What if I used birch instead? It might just be because these are both like that. Yeah, that fixed everything. That looks fine. Those are two much smaller trees than the other ones are that I've already made, but I do like how they are a little bit smaller. Them being a little bit shorter is definitely a benefit in comparison to those ones. Because they're supposed to be framing this little entrance area. And in that job they excel. I need to do some like ground foliage to fully set this up, but I'm liking this. Which means immediately we need to take a break so that way I can add more to my house. Which means chuck everything in the bins. We will need to get more azalea leaves. I'm forgetting words. This isn't good. My mind is failing me. Let me think here. What did I want to do? What did I want to do? It was pale hanging moss, which I have in my foliage box. My foliage box. You didn't see anything, Boxer. You didn't hear anything. I'm not crazy. Pork chopping. This route isn't the most convenient that I have to take every single time, but it is there primarily because I wanted my basement area to really only be accessible through Elytra, and we just haven't gotten Elytra yet. It's not something we have bothered doing. I also expected that I would be doing more in the upper portion of my house, but I just haven't. But now I can... Hang on, did they change rain sounds? I wouldn't be able to tell. I have a ceiling. Yeah, just 5 pieces of hanging moss, and it does 6 now, and it does go a decent bit in terms of just like making both sides feel a bit more connected. Alright. Okay. I do wish we had access to bushes instead of just firefly bushes. That would be really good. Given, though, firefly bushes will actually do a lot of help out there, so I'm only half upset about that revelation. What am I thinking? Why am my brain is not braining. What is in misc materials? Okay, yeah. And then misc decorations, this stuff. What am I thinking about? Ah! I need to light up the top of Autumn's mushroom. That was it. Or otherwise, mob-proof it. But for now, I'm just going to use some torches. Boop. Ow. My bones. I don't have a block to scaffold up there. I'm robbing Autumn for scaffolding blocks. I know for a fact that... Is this my silk touch one? It is. Yeah, this was originally not lit up. That one originally did not have a small thing in there. Fuck. I knew it was gonna happen the second I decided to... I took the moss out of her chest. I knew it was gonna happen. You see, this is why you light up your builds. So that way you don't have to deal with me coming in here and putting torches on top of it. There we go. Maybe I can mix some pale moss into the paths, but nah. It would not really work. They work better with tuff, and we aren't using tuff for this. We're using cobblestone and mossy cobblestone, which I think does look pretty nice right now. It just needs like actual lighting sections for this. I may also want a tree right there, but let's finish the trees that I still need to build. Not that one though. That one I'm needing to do something different with. And yes, I am keeping this pale moss. And my fortune hoe is actually pretty damaged, so I'm actually going to have to repair that. So, to the iron farm, I suppose. Yippee for iron to make into emeralds. Shit. These are all slime chunks, which is why they're all dug out. I should dig out more chunks soon, just to get more dirt. But at that point, we'll probably need deep dirt storage. Yeah, it's full on that. Give me a stack of potatoes. How many... Before anybody doesn't ask, because nobody's watching, I did not build this iron farm. I do not know what the design is from, if it is from anything. I am making so much money and making so much more XP. We have successfully made more emeralds and also repaired all my tools. And my armor, which wasn't actually all that damaged. This isn't good enough, but I'm awesome at water bucket clutching, apparently. So that's always fun. Yeah, sure, give me this shit. We will probably have to make a creeper farm, or just a general purpose mob farm, before doing anything in the end, just to get more and more firework rockets, which would probably be pretty beneficial to go and do. Anyway, since I have collected more resources, those resources get sorted. And there's sugarcane. I think I might need more sugarcane. I don't know about you guys, but I think I do. Yep, not enough to make another stack of blocks, so... Boop. Almost. We need 2 stacks and 42 emeralds. I'm very sorry. I'm a sleepy man. Alright. You guys alright? You alright? I need more cats. all that. How much basalt do I have? Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's make another tree. Who would have guessed that in the tree stream I'm going to be making trees? Well, Gorp, what do you think about these trees? Hmm? What's your take on these trees, Gorp? Gorp, you there? Ah! Don't scare me like that, Gorp. You jerk. Ah. Anyways, do you like the trees? Ah, you can totally hear me just clicking my buttons to make it so that way Gorp moves slightly. Damn it. The illusion is broken. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. This tree. We're doing this one now. It's gonna go up this high. Then down on the ground. We are going to do this and this. And then put that there. And then we're gonna put one here. And then we are going to do that. And then there. And then on this side, it is just going to be bam, bam, bam. And then out the front here, we're going to have one slab. Ah. All of a sudden, I got hit by being I got hit with the curse of being very eepy. Alright. Let's get one branch that goes from here. And it goes straight over. And then it goes up one at the end, like that. Yeah. And then we want another branch. It is going to be one block higher, and it is going to be a bit shorter, but it is going to go out that way. And then up near the top of the tree, we are going to use the fences. And we are going to go bam, and then bam. Actually, yeah, you are right, game. We need to use another fence, and then it is going to go bam, bam, break that one. There we go. There we go. Actually, I think maybe we do that. What are they? Okay, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, this... Is this Max life? Okay, yeah, it is. because I want Autumn to have a decent view down here, so I don't want to do all too much with the trees going over this one, so let's actually remove these two. Put one there, and one there. Hello to whoever has stopped in. I can see that there's another person here. I am just building trees. The darker leaf should spread it like to there. That'll be good. And then dang. I do all of that just to fall. That's a bit too much. Oh. Alright. My brain is thinking, and it is not thinking well. do like the tree from this angle. Seeing it from the path, that's alright. Checking out from this side. Okay, yeah, the bald spot is something that needs to be fixed. So let's fix that. Fuck. Let's see how it looks from over here now. That's a bit too much of it. We need to include the birch. Maybe that'll work. And that. And then maybe actually we get rid of this bit. Pop that there. And then we cover the top like that. Perhaps that shall work a little bit. I think the problem might be is that that's, like, it's too obvious of a slope. Like, it goes down pretty sharply like that. So we might need something right there. But I do want to keep a little straight air pocket. I just realized I still had mini HUD rendering on, so there were just numbers everywhere. Might just have to do that, see if that fixes it. Yeah, it helped. It helped. But now I think I am kind of realizing it is this front part. I think this might just always be at a bit of an awkward angle because of how it droops down so much. I mean, I guess the solution would just be have it be like that, where that's the lowest it can be. I mean, given that is the same point. But yeah, that fixed it. That did so much, and it did so little. And it was so little, but it did so much. But that fixed the issue of it being just a bit too droopy. Let's see. Is the angle from this house still a bit... I mean, it's not the best, I will admit. Is it just because I can see the wood very clearly? Like, it looks like there should be a leaf there? Yeah. And this is because that's now there, so maybe if I... Yeah, that did kind of fix that as well, because it looks too flat. Do I want to put one there? That looks a bit too airy. Like, it looks weird. It's like that. Yeah, that does fix it. Alright. So then from this angle, you only see a little bit of it, but it works. From my house, you can't really see it in any of the main ways. Looks kind of fine from Autumn's. Let's try from over here at Sporks. Yeah. It looks weird. But I think it might just be because it's very obviously the endpoint. Maybe once these trees get in, it might look fine. And of course, whenever that tree gets in, it'll probably look fine. Spork has an upper floor window that I have to consider now as well. There we go. This one it actually looks fine from. This downward angle looks fine for all of these trees. So that's good. I'm just trying to think, because... I mean, the trees look fine from that angle, that angle, that angle, that angle, and that angle. So I think that that's pretty solid. There are, like, another spot where I was just like, yeah, this is going to be where framing sort of trees go. That was, like, right here and here, and then there was also some that's going to be over on that side that are more, like, set up so that way they frame how you look at an area. Because, like, these two trees, they work the best because they're supposed to make you kind of look a bit downward instead of looking straight ahead. Because, like, not only is the path going down this way, but also you would then be walking straight into some leaves. And also, they do an alright job of framing the area going back up as well, because they block out a good bit of Ryder's house over there. They block out a good bit of Autumn's house. And this one, not as much, but it does also kind of work out that it blocks out a bit of mine by just having it kind of blend in with the vine. But yeah. I mean, like, looking at it from over here, when you come up, yeah. And then, of course, you can jump on it. Everybody likes it when you can jump on a tree. This tree has a lot more holes poked in it than I remember. This one only has, like, the one, and then it's pretty hollow, but... This one has 2, this one has 4. I don't think either of these ones have any of them that just kind of get poked all the way through, unless... Yeah, no, this one has that one. And this big old one right there, it's got this little groove in it. And then this one. Huh. I'm just now realizing that these trees are all very close together, so it'll be hard to kind of make any individual tree there. They're all just gonna kind of blend in together. Maybe I get rid of a couple of the trees. Like, I think I can do without this one and this one, because that does kind of clear out the amount. And then I can probably also do without this one, because there's probably also going to be one like right about back here whenever we expand the terrain out that way. Or maybe there'll be some other feature there. Who knows? Maybe another lake. Maybe a bit of a more decorated lake this time than what we currently have, which is over here. Which these ones there does need to be this many trees, because it is going to be a bit of a wall here to block this area off from the swamp area that's going to go over there. Oh. Where is he? I need to sleep and I need to get emeralds. Sit and then emeralds. He's down there! It is so good that I slept, because otherwise he would have died. Hello? Blue ice, coral. I don't know if I have wildflowers, but I'll take them. I'll take more lily pads. And that's all you have. You don't have anything else that's cool. I'll take dye, I guess. But I don't need cactus and I don't need dark oak, so... Perfect. My inventory's full. No! What can I condense? What can I condense? Nothing. There's nothing I can condense. Listen, man, I had to kill the Wandering Trader. I do not have any joy in my heart for that man. He is very essential, but I do not love him like Mogswamp does. Alright, foliage. More dye. I guess lily pads can be foliage. And then coral. We got more tube coral. That's always in. Look at all that coral. We got plenty more heads. Oh, yeah. Emeralds go in there. Leads go in tools, because they are a tool. And then ice goes in the ice chest, so that way I have more ice. Nailed it! I am so good at playing the video game. is still kind of astounding to me that I started this world from down there and I lived in that house. And now I've made an entire little mountain range so that way this area is in a pit. And then I made this house, and I need to interior decorate this house. I have a very long list of things to do. I should write a to-do list. Misdecor. Do I not have any? Actually, they might just be in with these. I probably have signs. Yep, signs. What else do I need to do? There's a bunch of things on a to-do list now. Fantastic. So glad that I went out of my way to just make another to-do list somewhere. But now I have different things that I kind of need to do. We need Blackstone, we need to... I should make this make mushrooms instead of mushrooms. And make trees instead of just trees. Just to get it to be different from the Get Blackstone one. I need to find a area to get Blackstone. Because I don't have any. Like, the only way that I know to get Blackstone right now in my world is from the, from Piglin Bartering. And I don't have a gold farm set up yet, so I can't do that. But I bet I should have grabbed some... Bah. Oh, hey. Look at that. You can't look at that, actually. You don't see anything in that bottom corner. Yeah, I only have a little bit of Blackstone, and that's from a bastion that I did a little bit of time at. Let me think here. What am I thinking? What did I need? Emeralds. I needed emeralds because I am going to buy a bunch of beds so I can do some bed mining in the Nether to possibly get some more ancient debris, and also to potentially find a basalt delta that has Blackstone in it, so that way I know where to get Blackstone. Just when I saw a baby zombie just chilling over there. Alright, beds. Give me those. You don't sell beds, you don't sell beds, and you don't sell those. Oh cool, now I can buy paintings. I can sell pink dye to this guy? That's so cool. Alright, well. I'm so used to playing Sky Factory, I was about to be like, why am I walking all the way home? I can just slash home. No, I cannot. This does not have slash home functionality. Emeralds are over here. I do not need lighting. I also don't really need this bucket of water, but I'm going to keep the bucket of water on me. And now, break through this wall. And into the Nether I go. I should work on flattening this area out more. It isn't as flat as I would like it to be. Down, down, down I go. I believe that my mine was over this way. Was it not? It was not. It was closer to the area we started in. I think it was like along this wall somewhere. This is it. This is it. As is probably very obvious, I have done blast mining before. Or bed mining, I guess, instead of it being blast. Alright, Hey! Okay. Okay, yeah, we are under something that has a lot more lava than I expected. Don't have any inventory space for quartz. Or for the ancient debris I just got, so... let's mine that out a little bit, and then... continue the path. Holy Toledo. Alright, let's block up all this lava. Wait, there's lava right under this. Okay. Alright, how do I get rid of all this lava? There's no lava sponge. And if there was, it would probably be not accessible and super flat. Alright, let's, I guess, do this as carefully as I can. Yeah, that makes sense. My face. shooting out lava. Not very fun. I have to admit, this is not a very fun usage of my time. Trust me, I wish it was, but... there? Yeah. There we go. That's all the lava. And then... that. Now then, I need to pick up the quartz. Let's actually start building this out. Anyways, now I can mine the ancient debris. Yay! Six whole pieces. Yippee. Yo, no! Oh man, we're never gonna get the ancient debris now. Ignore the fact that I've been getting rid of all of the lava and fire that I've been encountering except for that one pillar of it. Ignore that. We're never going to get the ancient debris now. This is so sad. And I'm missing a piece of ancient debris, aren't I? Yep, I am. That would have been inconvenient. Blast isn't going to be as good because of all of the blackstone, but... Ah! got broiled. There we go. Perfect. It is all draining now. Ow! How dare you? I think that's gonna be it. See y'all when I next see ya.